Hi, everyone. My name is Jacob Dysart, and my best friend is William Banks. Now, some of you guys may know William can be a little bit eccentric, and to some people, yeah, he can be even a little bit abrasive. But I know, deep down, that William is a truly awful human being who I have to punish tonight. When I discovered what I'm going to show you tonight, I saw a different side of William. An insane side. A side that just might make you rethink everything you thought you knew about William Banks. So, naturally, I did what I do best. Make a huge fuss and demand that rule breakers be punished. Here are the charges. I, Jacob Dysart, accuse you, William Banks, of ruining, terrorizing, and annihilating a child's birthday party on November 11th, 2007. And ladies and gentlemen, I have the evidence to prove his guilt. In my possession, I have 10 real-life letters written by William's actual 7th grade classmates. They will prove his guilt tonight. Their evidence is harrowing, and they will show us the truth. Now, William, how do you plead?
Look, I think you're going to hear some letters tonight, and you're going to hear some claims that are completely ridiculous. A few people at the party didn't like me, but if you ask anyone else, they'll tell you that they know me. And if you know me, you know that I don't act bad. These people are on my side.
We'll see if that holds up for even a moment. I'm going to bring to the stage now the first witness. Please welcome Amparo.
I'm Amparo. It's kind of hard to analyze the whole ordeal since I wasn't there. But from what I've heard, it seems like William was the one who really brought the chaos and trouble to the party. If it's true, I don't think it was appropriate at all for him to break Lexi's doll. That's not crazy. It's not chaotic. Well, actually, it is also. It's not rebellious. It's unnecessary and mean. Out of everything, that's what bugged me the most. But I also don't think it was appropriate for William to push Roger into the bathtub and pour water on him or to steal his glasses. There's a bunch of other smaller things that I hear happen, but those sound more accidental than the other things. I heard some slightly crazy things happened, like the flashlight tag stuff, that some walls were scratched. But I don't think anybody can really be blamed for that, because what do you expect from a bunch of crazy kids pumped up on sugar running around in the dark? Personally, I don't think Brian should get in trouble. Yes, he did kind of spin the trouble William started, but that doesn't seem like nearly as bad of a crime. I feel bad for Roger because William stole his glasses and wouldn't give them back till Roger had his mom demand they were given back. And because he spent most of his party dealing with other stuff William did or alone in his bedroom. I think that if William hadn't been there, Roger and his other guests would have had fun without a stupid drama. And this isn't the first time William has done stuff like this. I think he needs to get in some serious trouble, so maybe he'll grow up a little. I think William and his parents, Roger and his parents should sit down together, possibly at school with Linda, and talk about William's problems. Maybe, if he's ever invited to any other parties, And it can't be Veronica or Chip. And not be allowed to do anything at the party without his babysitter / chaperone.
Thank you, Miss Watson. Next to the stage, I summon Blake.
I feel that William and Brian were the main problem. I think the people involved should write an apology note to Roger's parents and help fix the damage done.
Okay. Hey Blake, how did your letter go?
Oh, it was pretty good. It was kind of short, but I'm glad I got to put into words how bad William makes all of us feel.
Yeah, me too. It's weird though. I wasn't even at the party, but I still wrote a letter with everyone else.
Oh, I wasn't there either.
Don't you think it's a little weird that we wrote letters about what William did if we weren't even there?
Yes, it was so weird that my teacher made them write them letters.
Silence! Thank you, Amparo and Blake. William, let's talk. William, your defense was that people know you and know you wouldn't act bad like that. But you did act bad like that, and everyone knows it.
I thought...
Would you like to change your defense?
My new defense is that my classmate Brian did it all.
Okay, let's be clear. So your charge is simply that Brian did it.
Yes.
All right, let's continue with the witnesses. I now summon to the stage Kevin.
A part of Roger's party that makes my mad is when William broke Lexi's doll and blamed it on Brian. William started saying, when I picked it up, the head fell off. And then William started blaming it on Brian. And he said that earlier he saw Brian playing with it and that he broke it, but that is a lie. The action was not appropriate because he was being too rude and he made Lexi cry. He broke a lot of stuff. Overall, I have mixed feelings. Mostly happy and mad. I think what should happen next is that William should say sorry and his parents should talk to Roger's parents.
Thank you, Kevin. That was enlightening. Next, I summon to the stage Winfred.
When I got to Roger's party, everyone was playing games in the basement. That went fine. None got upset or hurt as far as I knew. This happened for about a half or full hour. Then everyone went outside and ran around. We went in the woods. I knew nothing of Roger getting hurt in a thorn bush. Everyone was chasing Roger the whole time. Until we went in the woods and everyone was running from Roger. When we first got back outside, Roger went in a dog pen and locked the gate. The problem started when Brian, William, and Kevin climbed the wall. Roger started throwing bricks at them. After we came from the woods, everyone went in the pen, and bricks were thrown at Roger by William or Brian. Then we went back inside and played flashlight hide and seek tag. A lot of people got hurt, and Roger and William wrestled in the bathtub and got Len Williams stole Roger's glasses in a fight. He also spit in Roger's face. John yelled at Len to stop fighting, and he took the foam sword people were being hit with. Roger's mom came and shouted at everyone to stop the problems and get Roger's glasses back. When I first got there, Brian kept hitting me with a life-size stuffed bear. I told him to stop, he did not listen, and I tried to go in another room and he shut the door on my hand.
Hey man, I'm sorry about your hand.
Yeah, it doesn't help to come to school the next day and have to write with it.
I'm just glad his parents are going to read these letters. Maybe William will finally learn a lesson.
Yeah, maybe we'll stop playing Where's Winfred, that game where he turns off all the lights and tries to take off my boots.
Winfred likes to play Where's Winfred.
Order! I will have order! Thank you, Kevin and Winfred. There will be no playing of Where's Winfred in this room tonight. It is a cruel and malicious game designed to make Winfred lose his boots. William.
Yes?
Your defense was simply, Brian did it.
Brian did it.
And yet, from what is explicitly stated in the letter that Brian didn't do it, we can infer that
Brian didn't do it.
Okay, so do you have any defense at all that will hold up in my courtroom?
Look, I know I kind of stunk up the party. But I'm not a bad person. I didn't mean to make no trouble, honest. I'm just a simple misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding. All right, we'll see how that holds up. I bring to the stage now, Danny.
Hello, Mr. Distart. Hello, William. Hi, Benny. I came up here as a robot.
It was great, wasn't it? Yeah.
Dear William, well, I feel very weak because I couldn't help Roger more. I videotaped some of the time, but most of the time I stopped and helped. But I wish I helped a little more. I also feel sorry for Roger that his birthday party got ruined. He only got one time in his whole life to celebrate his 13th birthday, and it got ruined. One thing that really stood out to me was that William took Roger's glasses. I didn't see it happen because I was buried under a pile of rubble. When I saw them fighting, I don't know why William took them. That's kind of strange. Anyways, I was surprised at what Brian said to Lena. I mean, who would just say that because of a dream? Well, those are the true things that really stuck out to me. So I hope Roger didn't get upset, and I hope he feels better.
Next to the stage, I will bring a witness named Arnulf.
I think that at Roger's party, some bad things happened. Roger was in the bathtub, and William came in and turned on the water and was trying to get Roger wet. When it was dark, William took Roger's glasses. Roger's mom was mad, and Roger was too. Roger got his glasses back. One time, I saw William fight with Roger, and I saw William spit in Roger's face. Little John tried to stop William and Roger fighting. I think Roger was crying when he went upstairs. Roger's mom came down to get Roger's glasses. I threw a ball at Danny, but I didn't think it was bad. I felt a little bad that Roger's party didn't go so good. I don't think Roger liked it very much about some things that happened. I think the people that did bad things should talk to Roger and his parents.
How are you feeling, Arnold?
Yeah, I'm just feeling sad because there's just no way to see any good in William.
You're right. Spending the entire day in class led by our teacher, Mr. Dicehart, discussing his awful actions really made us realize how impossible it is to justify any sort of relationship with our William.
Indeed, it felt cathartic to write detailed lists of how William hurt everyone onto the chalkboard.
Look, I'm a human being. I'm not some sort of test lesson.
Order in my court! Thank you very much, Danny and Arnold. Thanks. William, this is not going well for you, and no one is on your side.
Come on, I have fans. These people support me.
Boom!
On my side!
William, everyone in this room is reconsidering their friendship with you. Is there any way you can defend yourself to the satisfaction of this court?
Look, I'm sorry, but it's all okay because there were no lasting damages.
William, I'm so sorry to do this. I now invite to the stage Brian. His letter has a title, Disaster at the Party.
Disaster at the Party by Brian. I think William was way out of line. He was extremely inappropriate. When he came, it started to be crazy. I don't think I really caused that much of the chaos. The only thing I regret doing is insulting Lena like I did. I know I shouldn't have done it, but at the time, I guess I wasn't thinking straight. I only did two other things. Hit William with a ball, which he did to me, and turn off his game, which he did to me. I'm not saying I shouldn't have done what I did. It was wrong of me to hit William with a ball and turn off his game, but I honestly think he had it coming. In my eyes, when I look at William, I see a spoiled child that thinks he can do whatever he William ruined most of the party. He even made Roger, the birthday boy, cry and lock himself in a room. And broke a 7-year-old's doll and made her cry. If that's not ruining a party, I don't know what is. And when I turned off his game, he got me back for that. He turned the same game off to me more than I did to him. But when he was turning off Roger's game, I thought that was completely uncalled for. So I think it would have been a great party if William wasn't there. During this whole year, he said he hated me, and I've been nice to him. I've tried to be friends with him. I didn't say mean stuff to him, but now I don't even want to try to be his friend anymore. Before I thought that it would be better to have a bad friend than a bad enemy. But now I don't care. I would not invite him to my parties anymore, and I would suggest others do the same. And it's one thing to break a little girl's doll, but it's even worse to break the doll and not even replace it and then blame it on someone else. He has no respect for anyone else, just himself, and he just needs to grow up. On his essay, he is probably writing lies about me. or just writing about the three things I did. And compared to all the stuff he did, I did nothing. And I don't think that just having his parents talk to Roger's parents will do anything. He needs a worse punishment, because I honestly don't think that will change him.
Thank you so much, Brian, and Brian from real life. Next to the stage, I summon Lena.
I didn't see most of what happened. What I did see was when William and Brian were throwing the ball at each other. One of them would grab the ball and throw it at the other person's head and kept fighting over it. They kind of turned it into a little game. I kind of knew I would get picked on when I went to the party because certain people always pick on me. Sure enough, as soon as I came downstairs, Brian's all like, oh no, she's here. Then I was in the theater by myself, and I could hear Brian saying stuff about me, so I came out to hear what Brian was saying, and he's like, I had this scary dream, and Lena was in it, so now I don't want her around because she creeps me out. And then William was like, Brian, she's standing right there. And Brian's like, oh God, and walks away.
I'm sorry, Lena, I never should have dreamt about you.
It's okay, Brian. I don't mind that I was in your dream. I wish you weren't so mean about it.
I was only mean because I've never had a dream like that before.
Brian, I have dreams like that all the time.
Really?
Yeah, and I usually just keep them to myself, but with you.
We can.
Yeah, the memory of William at the party is too traumatic.
And he made things between us too awkward with his mischievous remark.
I wish William weren't so mean. Then maybe we could be together.
If William wasn't alive, our love would be pure.
Brian, you horny idiot! I'll kill you!
Order! Order in my courtroom! Brian, Lena, thank you. Take your seats. William, your defense was that your actions were excusable because they didn't cause any lasting damage, but we can see from Brian and Lena's letters that that wasn't true. You tainted their innocent flight of fancy with your mischievous ways.
Everyone is just so upset for Roger's sake. They're all mad, but no one has stopped to ask Roger how Roger feels. I think Roger liked that I came to his party. He invited me to his party, so he wanted me to come and do those things to him. That is my defense.
William, that's very compelling. Because of that, I think we should hear from Roger himself.
No! I thought I destroyed the letters years ago!
1. I start making cookies. 2. Everyone came. 3. We played in basement, running in bush. 4. Me going to my room. 5. Throw at Little John. Open gifts. 6. Party was over. William should pay for the doll and apologize. Chased me with a fishing net. William! Trying to throw me into the lake. William! Roger, me, throw brick. Me, get hit by William with brick on the head. Roger, I felt like I should have had the party.
One, I shouldn't have jumped into the bathtub with Roger in it. We started to push each other because I accidentally landed on Roger. The water got turned on and everybody left the bathroom. We ended up being soaked. I didn't scratch any walls. I saw the doll on the ground to look at it. I grabbed it by its stomach and its head just stayed on the ground. I'm not sure who broke it. Brian kept throwing a ball over and over on my head. I told him to stop because it hurt. But he kept on doing it because he said it was my fault. I threw a ball at him twice. 2, I shouldn't have done this stuff because upset Roger. 3, I feel mad at Brian and I feel sorry. 4, I feel I should have a punishment at home.
And that ends the presentation of the evidence. Now it is time for William to be judged by his peers. You've heard the evidence I put before you. You've also heard his paltry excuses. Now, what should we do as a society with William Banks?
Okay, how about 1,000 years in hell?
1,000 years in hell.
Yeah.
1,000 years in hell. 1,000 years in hell. 1,000 years in hell. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right. Just a quick word. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Those were real letters, and I just wanted to thank Enzo Gattuccio, Bern Gelber, and Rachel Cantor for tirelessly working to transcribe them from their original, 7th grade cursive. It was a serious job. Okay, phrases such as life-size stuffed bear might have been lost to time and poor handwriting if not for their amazing work. So thank you so much to them. Thank you, everyone, for performers. David Steele, Gus Laughlin, Jackson Schwartz, Thomas Richelone, Caitlin DeLea, Russell Katz, Malik Marshall, and Jamie Watson. And we're